guys, let's break down the Boston Crusaders 2024 opening snare break feature. And for the breakdown portion, I'm going to be at 150 beats per minute, even though the actual show music is at 180 beats per minute. I'll take it 30 clicks down. I really encourage you guys, take it as slow as you need to. So through these first 4 measures, we have 2 beats of triplet buzz, 1, 2, 3. And then after that, ending with the tap, we go into a tap triplet roll. And you really want to feel where the beats land. So if I was to add accents, it would kind of go like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That gets you to the start of the 4/4 bar. So I'm in 3/4 here, and I want to feel those 3 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. But I need to keep that roll low and go. So after the accent, get down low and just keep a low roll going. And it's going to sound like this. All right, with the met, let's try just the first 3 measures. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And we should end on a button or like a small accent for the next figure, which is going to be a paradiddle diddle. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Very important. And as you play those doubles, just continue working to get them nice and even and low. All right, next measure, it's basically, I want to keep the illusion that the roll is continuing because these eighth note triplets with doubles is going to sound like 6 tuplets. So I essentially have a 6 tuplet here, but the sticking is a paradiddle diddle. So I want to go on beat 1, 1, 2. That gets you to beat 2. So right, left, right, left, right. And those doubles should feel like bounced doubles, just like from before. Okay, so let's just take the 4th measure. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Because beat 2 and 3, just think of it as a low triplet roll. 2, 3, 4. So paradiddle diddle, roll, roll, shot. Pair, roll, roll, shot. Pair, roll, roll, shot. Feel it like that. All right, let's do it. Just that measure. 1, 2, ready, and. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all in all, let's put the first 4 measures together. Let's do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, next measure. Basically, just look at the stickings here and notice where the accents, or in this case, the tenutos, which are just buttons, if you will, a small accent. Look at how that correlates to the sticking. So we've got paradiddle, 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 4, 4, and then a roll crescendo. So that's a handful right there, but break it down and you get, right? So you just gotta look for those patterns and place those rhythms. Let's go through all the 16ths, stop at the triplet roll. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1 more time. All right, and the 4s are going to be a little higher, and partially because I just need enough bounce to get 4 notes out. If I start too low, it's very difficult to control 4 notes. As we get faster, it will become almost a little easier in a way, in my opinion, because you kind of just cram them out, and you got to listen for that quality of 4 even notes. It's very difficult. It's a fine balance between a bit of some pressure in the hand in the fulcrum, where your thumb and index and middle finger meet for that connection. You might just need a little more pressure to get that bounce out. And then with the left, I feel like I'm pushing down on the index finger and just trying to utilize the bounce as best as I can. Coming out of that, I have a crescendo triplet roll. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1. And then I do this double stop buzz. I think it's at the front edge. I might be wrong. Okay, so we've got All right, and I believe this is a both shot, even though it's not on the music here. Okay, let's take it from the very top to measure 10. Good luck. All right, and I have patience on those quarter notes. All right, and then out of this, I want to start thinking in quarter triplets. 1 and a 3 and a 1. 1 and a 3 and a 1. And I'm going to play paradiddle diddles through the ninelets. Quarter triplets line up with ninelets. So you want to feel that 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3. 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3 and a 1 and a 3. Right? Whatever helps you figure that out. All right, let's take the 9-lit bar. 1, 2, 1 and a go. 1 and a 3 and up. 1 and a 3. And the nice thing about this is just the same rudiment over and over, guys. Paradiddle diddles. So right, left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right. And I just put an accent that's crescendoing on the right at the start of it. Each time. Okay? All right, coming out of that, we have 3, 3, 3, 4, right. So the 4 is the hardest part about this, I would say. And also just evening out those 3s. Okay, let's get it with the met, that measure. And you want to feel that rhythm of 1 up and E4, 1. 1 up and E4, 5. It's actually a 5-4 measure. Last time. Okay, and here's where it starts to get wonky. So now I have broken up 8th note triplets where I'm going to do 3 triplets in a row followed by 1 8th note triplet rest. So imagine you have triplets going, right? But you're going to get rid of every 4th triplet. So you just got to feel that rhythm. And then get it with the met. And something you can practice is throw on the 8th note triplet sub. Okay, and in this part, this is where they're doing that stick visual of gradually floating that left hand up to get ready for the polyrhythm phrase, which is one of my favorites, all-time favorite snare break moments I've seen. Let's take just measure 13. 1, 2, ready, and go. 2, ready, and go. Okay, now here's where the polyrhythm business occurs. This is the hardest part, in my opinion. So basically, it's a 4 against 3 polyrhythm, except in the 4, which is the top line of this transcription, we're getting rid of the 4th note. Basically, you want to think of it as I'm doing 3s in the right hand, and I just need to even those out, and then the left hand is straight 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and right. And what I focus on is look at where they line up. So look at where the 3 starts. Basically, it occurs every 3 8th notes, right? Because look at the bottom part. It's all just straight 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and right. So you want to feel on 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So something you can practice is just get that first note going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And then you want to get that 3 moving and fitting in there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. And the key here is going to be hearing that offsetting placement of it, and you can actually see kind of where the rhythms line up on the page. And that's exactly where those notes should occur. So the second 3 is slightly before the second 8th notes, And then the last note of the 3 is before the third eighth notes. In other words, before beat 2. So you just want to practice with and 4/4, trying to get this and something I can practice is get the eighth note sub on and feel where 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1. That's something that can help you, is just get 3 even notes, just like you're playing triple stroke, double beat or something, and feel where that and of 3 occurs. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So this is 4 against 3. If I were to fill it in, it would sound like, right? Which would sound like this. And then when you put it together, we get so at the end of the day, it's super tricky, but you just got to break it down and keep working at it. Okay, so all in all, let's take those 2 measures together. And it creates the illusion that the 3 continues, although this is actually technically slightly different. Because once you get to the polyrhythm, the 3 that your right hand plays is a little more open, actually. Good luck. 1, 2. One more time. Okay, next measure, we got decrescendo roll. I believe it goes to the front edge. I might be wrong, but I like going to the front edge on this. So, and then I have 3 and then we're gonna do a double stop buzz. 1, 2, 3 and. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and da. And that is on the second and third partial of eighth note triplets after beat 4. 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. 4 triplet 1. All right, and coming out of that, we continue the eighth note triplets as a low roll figure, 4 notes. So I would feel how it's like 1, 2, and a 3, and we end on beat 3. Before we have this paradiddle diddle, but in 5-lit timing. And you gotta accent the left hand, keep the low doubles, and the first note is low until the last 2 da-da-da. So I've got here's with the met. 1, 2. One, 2, ready, and. And if you take the measure before, add the measure before. All right, and then we've got more 5-lits, but 16th note 5-lits. These occur every main beat. So we're gonna do egg beaters here, which is 3 plus 2. 3 rights, 2 lefts. And they're basically gonna crescendo. So the first one has a button, but then the second one's gonna be a real bigger accent. And it's tricky to even these out, but really listen for not crushing either hand, in that the transfer from the right to the left is even, so that you hear digga 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 da, just all even. Right? It should sound like that. If I was gonna alternate the strokes, it would sound like that. So I gotta get that quality, and that goes for all doubles you play ever. You wanna try to get it to sound as if it's alternating strokes evenly, but just, all right, evening them out. Okay, after that shot, we have alternating. Speaking of alternating, but the second set of alternating 5-lits start on the and of 1. So it's like 4, 1, and. Last 3 measures, starting on the 5-lits. Digga 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 da. 1, 2, ready, and. Last time. All right, and we end with those up 4 16th notes, 4 and a 1. And then the sticks down. Okay guys, I hope you found this breakdown helpful. If you did, please support the channel by liking this video, dropping a comment below to let me know what you found really cool in this snare break or what other book you'd like to see me break down in the future, and subscribe for even more content. Really appreciate it guys. Till next time, Ari Schiller out.